Jane Fonda's little girl Jane. She already has her first Oscar for Klute, and she's played out her sex kitten fantasies in real life with French director Roger Vadim and on celluloid in the film Barbarella. In 1973, she marries political activist Tom Hayden, a man she worked with in the protest movement against the war in Vietnam. She and Donald Sutherland staged their anti-war skits close to military bases, the peace movement's answer to Bob Hope.
What does it mean? It's Foxtrot, Tango, Alpha. Lead the army.
Donald Sutherland and myself put together the FTA show at the request of GIs who were tired of racist, pro-military, anti-woman, discriminatory kind of entertainment that they'd been getting via the USO.
Nothing could be finer than to be in Indochina making money.
I'm not a politician. I'm an actress. I think I'm in the communication business like you are. I mean, that's, you know, I think that...
But you are a politician.
I am not a... Well, we're all a politician. I mean, to not vote is a political act. You know, the way we treat the person we live with is a political act.
Storming the White House.
Oh, in that case, I better call out the 3rd Marines.
You can't, Richard.
Why not?
It is the 3rd Marine.
The last thing that the Marines see before they go over is a live rabbit having its insides ripped open with a knife and the guts thrown out to the audience. This is our Marines before they get sent over to Vietnam. Makes it easier to kill people, makes it easier to treat people as subhuman. I think it's heartbreaking. I think it's heartbreaking. I don't think we should ever accuse the pilots or the soldiers who have to fight there, where they have their own problem, you know, the burden that they have to bear about what's going on over there. I think the fault lies in the people who created the policy, who created the war, who are profiting from the war, who are deciding what kind of orders they're going to be given and sending them over there. Those are the people that I point the finger at.
She has two she's most proud of.
I guess the role, Klute and The Dollmaker. The Dollmaker was a television movie that I did, that I loved a lot.
Both of these movies, one for
very shallow, have little emotions, not to express them. You can't really raise your voice because you just can't get enough air in your lungs. Your back begins to get weak, your muscles give out. I mean, it was a crippling thing to do to women. And it wasn't just physically restrictive, but it becomes emotional and psychologically restrictive as well.
It has a lot to be proud of.
How about in your personal life? What are you most proud of?
Surviving. But I've lasted. And that my kids are, you know, pretty stable and happy.
Those are things all of us, famous or not, can aspire to. I'm Sarah Voorhees reporting. Many mothers in her career, but her own kids are almost grown, and she says no one has the corner on hard times.
It's not easy for anybody. It's no harder for a movie star than it is for any working mother, you know, to try to balance being a mother and...
Jane Fonda is doing her thing at the Kremlin. 500 Soviet women joined Jane for a 1.5-mile jog through Moscow. They are celebrating physical fitness, and a Soviet band accompanied the event with a rendition.
It's business.
Women, and not the church or the state, should decide whether we are emotionally, financially, and psychologically able to have children and to raise them properly.
A small group of people who...
Reduced unintended pregnancies, and healthy children. Besides, for fiscal conservatism, let me briefly talk about the environmental component to all this. Oh, that was a great meeting.
All right. P&D. Hi, how you doing? What do you expect to find tonight?
A fabulous movie, a lot of excitement. White knuckles.
What about it?
TNT Warner Brothers. This is Jerry Levin, chairman of Time Warner.
Hey, let's go cut. Pick up and
How you been?
Great.
All right, let me...
you look good, Dad.
All right, so do you. You look bad. Well, you did? She was in Atlanta.
Yeah.
How's she doing?
That's great.
That's good. Good deal. You know, years ago when we were back in Atlanta doing what we did back then, did you ever
Strive to be complete, not to be perfect. In fact,
Or we ask that you not congregate in children's and just...
Who carries his name?
That's right.
She had 4 grandsons and you got